So I had a request to give a clearer view on the Bizen Osafune Morimitsu wakizashi that I showed in the last video. So I'm going to go ahead and provide some close-ups of the blade now. So first, just want to take a step back. The Morimitsu is found in this koshirai, which is not in very good condition, and this is also something that would be sent off for restoration in the future. But it's very interesting koshirai because it appears to be an old Koshigatana koshirai. So it's a type of koshirai that you see from Muromachi period into Momoyama period. The fittings are in gold foil with beautiful color, kokinko pieces. The Futo Koromono, the Koga and Kosuga maybe later, but it was interesting koshirai, and that's the first thing that caught my attention when I saw the sword. The first thing that I did when I found it was to place the blade into shirasaya. It's an old koshirai, old mounting. There could be quite a bit of grit inside of the saya, the scabbard. So I sent the blade off right away domestically for shirasaya to be made, and the shirasaya was made by somebody here stateside in the US, Josiah Boomershine, and then this is how the blade has been kept until we get to the point where I will send it off for restoration. So I'll show the blade more closely. I'm just going to take out my cleaning kit here. This is a kit that I received from Darcy Brockbank, and it has a microfiber cloth in the kit for removing oil. This is the only thing that I use for removing oil on a sword. I don't use Uchiko. Uchiko is commonly seen as one of the recommended methods for removing oil. I don't like to do that. I don't like to put anything abrasive against the sword. So I'm going to remove the blade from the tsuka, from the shirasaya. I'm going to clean off some of the oil. It's not in perfect polish. It's an old polish. So visibility is still going to be limited, but I wanted to give a better view of the details in the sword. This sword has a two-piece habaki, Niju habaki, with the gold and silver foil with a copper base. And as I mentioned in the last video, it's an Ubu Nakago, so the Nakago has not been shortened. I don't think that you're going to be able to clearly see the mei, but I'm just going to pull up the mei is Bishu Osafune Skeisada. No, sorry, Bishu Osafune Morimitsu. Morimitsu is the name of the smith. Bishu refers to Bizen, which is Bizen province, and then Osafune is the village. I said Skeisada off the cuff because we see so many Bizen Skeisada blades almost on a day-to-day basis, but this is a Morimitsu, second generation Morimitsu. And then on the other side of the Nakago is the date, and the date here is Oi Ju Ichinen, so this is the 11th year of the Oi period, which is 1404. And then a view of the horimono, or carving in the sword. You have a ken, a Buddhist sword. On the other, gomabashi-hi, chopsticks. And then above each of those horimono, you have the bonji, which again refer to bodhisattva. And that typically is the reason why the bonji were used, is because there is a Buddhist connotation, and that may reflect the orientation of the smith or preferences of the owner. Both cases apply. So that's it, and this is how the blade will be kept until it's sent off for polish, and then, as I mentioned in the last video, this will go to Tanabe for assessment recommendations on an individual to restore the sword, and then it will go for Sayagaki and Shinzen. So I will come back with an update on this in the near future.